For way too many people, hunger really knows no boundaries. It's every day of the week, every month of the year. It does not discriminate as far as zip code or location, nor class, nor socioeconomic income. It truly has become a universal challenge and problem for way too many individuals, families, especially children and seniors.
Hope the Harvest is the charitable garden located at Delaware Valley University's campus. The produce that comes off of our garden goes to people who are falling below the poverty food line via food pantries. And how we get it out to those food pantries is through Bucks County Opportunity Council and through Philabundance.
Hope of the Harvest, as a charitable garden, incorporates the community, it incorporates the Del Valle community, and it incorporates a relationship with food banks and logistical groups in the food bank realm. We grow an incredible variety of produce for Hope of the Harvest. The bulk items are potatoes, tomatoes, sweet corn, and apples. And then there's a host of vegetables that we're also able to provide. From zucchini to Swiss chard to kale, Brussels sprouts, broccoli, cauliflower, and cabbage. All kind of round out the menu, if you will.
We grow a large variety of produce for Hope of the Harvest. Part of the charitable initiative did donate us some funding, and some funding was used for hydroponics to allow us to donate produce year-round. Hope of the Harvest, as the initiative, the partners play a crucial role in the charitable initiative.
Some of our sponsors who have helped monetarily are the United Way, Philabundance, Bucks County Opportunity Council, the Land O'Lakes Group, and the Farrow Family Foundation.
The Bucks County Opportunity Council is the designated community action agency for the County of Bucks. Our mission is to reduce poverty and partner with our community to promote economic self-sufficiency. Our food program is a network of more than 60 food pantries and churches and nonprofits that distribute food to people in need in their communities. BCOC's role is to provide them access to food and funds so that they can get food to the people who need it. The Hope of the Harvest project is a key project in ensuring that fresh, locally grown produce gets to our food pantries. Up until a few years ago, we didn't have a resource for produce. We would get small bits of donations here and there of apples and corn and potatoes and things like that. But there was a big push in the community to get locally grown produce in a big way out to the food pantries.
Philabundance is Delaware Valley's largest hunger relief organization. Not only do we work to provide healthy food, we try to work with the community to set up programs to actually eliminate hunger.
Hope for the Harvest and Philabundance began partnering in 2012, where an acre was set aside on campus to grow produce, and since that time over 100,000 pounds has gone directly to Philabundance through the farm, and that produce goes directly out to our agencies, who are then distributing that to clients, folks in experiencing food insecurity, essentially experiencing hunger. So it's a great partnership because it allows clients who may not have access to or may not even be aware of what true fresh produce from the farm really is.
And so partnerships like Hope of the Harvest really help us with meeting that mission.
We have a limited amount of student workers both in the summer and through the school year, and we can't get all the produce off the field in time week after week. With a garden this big and a goal weight this large, it would be impossible without our volunteers.
The Bucks County Opportunities role is to get the community involved in the project, bring volunteer people into the fields and do the work. So we have a Sign Up Genius. We advertise that people can sign up directly on a web-based program and fill the slots to be able to come to the Hope of the Harvest. Our volunteers come from a number of sources. We have individuals who live locally and want to get involved in the food program. We have businesses that bring large groups of people, executive teams, and workers at every level to come out and harvest as team building activities. We have churches that bring groups. We have camps and children's groups, schools, nonprofit groups that come out to volunteer. We have a lot of people involved in food in the community who want to give back and see the cycle from start to finish.
I've been volunteering 4 years now, and I truly enjoy it. It's practically my backyard, and I can't wait for it to come around every year so I can do it again.
I think I benefit most from this, from getting this warm feeling for knowing that I'm helping out other people, and actually coming out here on these lovely days to this great spot and just being able to look at the sky, look at the flowers, look at the trees and the plants, and just help out by picking and weeding even. We have a core of maybe 4 or 5 people here, plus our good leaders who explain things to them and tell them what to pick, how big, how often, and they do the job.
We are a university, and part of being an institution is teaching anybody that comes onto the campus, both about DVU, about agriculture, and about Hope of the Harvest. So we really try to encompass everything when we're out in the garden.
I've been here when it's really, really hot. I've been here when it's really, really chilly. But there again, I love every second of it. I get to participate in an activity that I thoroughly enjoy doing anyway as an individual. I get to meet some very interesting volunteers. I get to interact with some of the students, which I thoroughly enjoy.
If someone would like to volunteer here, I think we would welcome them with open arms. They just have to have a love of the outdoors, a love for being with other people, and just wanting to help out in some way.
I would say if somebody wants to get involved, the best way is just to come out and give it a try. You know, they can come for 20 minutes, they can come for 2 hours, they can come once, they can come every week. It's very flexible and forgiving all the way around.
We've had more than 600 volunteers each year come out from the community to volunteer. They come out twice a week in the morning, already prepared to go out in the fields and pick or weed and harvest whatever's ready.
It's just been a fun experience all the way around.
During the summertime, we have Phil Abundance will stop by once a week and pick up with their large truck. The large truck, we source bulk items that we can pack in bulk bins or larger items that aren't suitable for drop off at the church. For the Bucks County Opportunity, what we do is there's a church located about 2 or 3 miles down the road from us where we package up individual bins of produce that are easily distributable to the food pantries that show up at the church for distribution. We try to include as much variety as possible for the Bucks County Opportunity Council because that food is immediately going out for distribution. When we provide donations to Phil Abundance, that produce is taken back down to Philadelphia, sorted on a pack line, as well as combined with produce that has been donated from other farms.
So every Thursday I send out an invitation to about 100 different food distribution sites, and they're invited to come to New Britain Baptist Church to pick up produce and Applegate frozen meats. That's a donation that we get every week as well. And usually about 25 to 30 respond to say that they're coming. It includes the senior centers in Bucks County, the pantries, The shelters are invited. Anybody that's providing a food to low-income individuals in Bucks County are invited to attend. And then we just divide up what's available each week to the amount of people that are there.
The food pantries are invited every Thursday to come up and take their share of frozen organic meat products that are donated by Applegate Farms every week, and their share of fresh fruits and vegetables and produce that's donated by Hope of the Harvest, as well as Rolling Harvest and some other groups that want to donate.
Well, the ability for the pantries to be able to give out fresh, healthy produce is really important to them. It helps us with our mission to be able to offer healthy, nutritious food to people coming into the pantries. Produce is one thing that's very expensive for people to have to buy in the grocery store, so the more we can help supplement them, then they don't have to use their personal resources for produce. The more it's available to them, the more they'll choose it, the more they'll eat healthier foods. And so it's been a huge impact for our pantries to be able to offer healthy produce to the clients coming in.
The Penridge Fish is a food pantry located in Percy. Because we're a state and federal food pantry, meaning that we accept state and federal food, all of our clients have to sign the self-declaration of income form, and we follow those guidelines. So people coming here should be at 150% of the poverty level or less than. We also are one of the pantries that are now distributing the CSFP senior boxes, which is a federal program, and those clients have to be at 130% of the poverty level. We've currently registered in our system since July 1st, somewhere between 600 to 650 families, and we probably see 300, 350 families per week at the pantry. The average family size is probably around 3. A weekly visit usually will yield for someone about anywhere from 30 to maybe 70 pounds of food, depending on how much we have in that weekly area. And sometimes we do have miscellaneous items. We also give out pet food in that area. Sometimes we have bonus items that weigh a lot, so that can skew the weight a little bit. So primarily, I would say at least a third of what we get comes from just community donations. So food drives that a Boy Scout or a Girl Scout troop might have, or collections that churches do every Sunday.
We have, this summer has been wonderful with the amount of produce we have. We've had so much stuff. I mean, we try to work with the clients and how they can use some of the food. Some of our clients don't know how to cook. So we have one of our volunteers who's here twice a week, basically is collecting recipes for the different foods that we get in, and trying to work with people and combine things, teach them how to cook things. Philabundance has been trying to get more fresh produce into the system. So we had done a survey a year or two ago on some of the types of foods that clients would like to have more often if we could. And top of the list was the fresh fruits, produce, and dairy products. Their eyes light up when they see some of the foods that we have.
Last year we actually distributed 330,000 pounds of food, and about 117,000 pounds of that was all community. So all the rest comes from all those different other avenues.
We are on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter under Del Val HOH. Following us on social media is a great way to stay connected with what we're doing, both from week to week and season to season. We encourage any newcomers. We meet twice a week in the morning from 8:30 until 10:30, May through October. If you or somebody you know are part of an organization or a company, or are just looking to get involved, we organize everyone through our Sign Up Genius page, so feel free to email us at hoh@delval.edu.